Hello everyone and welcome to Caroline's Craft Tree, and look at this pile of stuff. And this is only a little bit of it. So this is a Thrifty Canucks Thrifty Thursday find, and let's get started in this. So there is some doilies that a friend of mine gave me that she had gotten from somewhere. So a nice little stack of those. There is fashion yarn, whole bunch of it. It's all white, but it's quite a long eyelash trim. And I love white because this dyes really, really nice. And I did a video quite a while ago on dyeing different things with different things. I used acrylic paint, watercolor paint, shimmer mist, distress inks, different kinds of inks, fabric dye, all kinds of stuff. And if I remember, I'll link that video below because I did do eyelash trim in that bunch. But there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, looks like about 8 or 9 balls of this eyelash trim in there. So that's going to last me a long time. But like I say, I love the white because I can dye it any color I want. Same with stuff like this great eyelash trim, or not eyelash trim, whatever they call that. But it's just all white trim. There's all kinds of eyelet trim. That's what it's called. So lots of different types. Lots and lots of stuff. And I'll be dyeing a bunch of this. I'm going to set stuff aside and do a big dyeing day one day. Here's a beautiful trim. It's straight up here and then it's kind of ruffled down there, so that's kind of cool. But again, white, I can dye it any color I want. Let's see if we can put lots and lots of eyelash. Why do I keep calling it eyelash trim? Eyelet trim. So let's try and get some of that down there. Get it off of the table. Okay. There, now we can see some of the other goodies. Here's a nice wide trim. It's gathered at the top, so I'll just cut that little bit of gather off. And that's quite cute with the pattern of the flowers on there. Some of these are big, long, like yards and yards, and others are, you know, a foot or two. That one there is a nice peach. And again, it is gathered, so I'll probably actually unstitch that to use it. A nice off-white, a nice peach with a ribbon up to the top. I washed all this by hand in the sink the other day. Let's see if we can... I'm going to have some sorting to do and put all this where it belongs. There's a nice off-white eyelet trim. But so many different kinds. Some nice ribbons and some pink lace. This is cute with the ribbon on the top. But yeah, lots of satin ribbons. There's even some elastic in here. Just loads and loads of goodies. I'm always a sucker for lace. This was all actually given to me, so it cost me absolutely nothing, which is always just so much fun. There was some felt. Now, I don't have much felt, and I don't really use felt. However, there's a couple things I wanted to try making. So this will give me some felt to use. And this felt is actually really, really thick. So I don't think it's like a dollar store felt or anything. I think it's a very good quality of felt. So I'll play with that. There's a little bag of different assorted flowers and whatnot, and some very tiny little silk roses. Lots of these little red flowers. But I will save those and use them somewhere. Not quite sure. I don't use a lot of these, but the price was definitely right. Then I got this. This was actually something that I did buy. I bought this at a thrift store. It was $3. The Zetter machine. Now bind it all. And I thought, for $3, does it work? I have no idea. But for $3, I was willing to find out. So I ordered these from Amazon so that I could try it. And these are a 1-inch wire black. So I've got to do a couple, look on YouTube to find out how to use this. I believe there is supposed to be a little thing that has a whole bunch of these plastic things that has to do with the spacing. But I figure I can probably use it without it. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to try it out on video. So that should be fun because I've never used one before. And it'll just be interesting. I thought for $3, I'd give it a shot. And see what kind of fun I can have with it. Then I also got this here. Came from like a fancy bedspread thing, that like a duvet or whatever. I don't know. I don't use any of that fancy stuff on my bed, but beautiful eyelet trim. And it's a good foot. And it's kind of a off-white. So I should be able to dye it really easy. I'm hoping. Big hair there. So I'm going to wash this all up. And of course, so there's lots of it because it went all the way around the bed. So there's like a huge, huge amount of it. And there is also this here, which again, this was around a bed as well, or a bed sheet, or whatever you want to call it. And another nice eyelet trim. And again, I can dye a lot of this. So there's a big, huge chunk of that as well. Then, not sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to try putting this bag up here. Fabric. This was all free, all this fabric and all the laces and whatnot. But there is tons and tons of different fabrics. I washed this up and I've dried it already. But there is just so much fabric. Different colors. Maybe I can just kind of do this. But some very nice colors. This is actually a really nice color. Oh, okay, let's just take it out. Love the colors in this. It's oranges, reds, yellows, greens. And most of this fabric, there's at least a yard or more of each fabric. And this was, like I say, this was from my bundle of free stuff. This here has got like coloring, like where it's been faded or something, but he's got little horses on it, so. But you can see the difference in the color. So it was maybe on a table or something. And a nice green, like a sage green. This was very pretty, and this kind of calls peacock to me too. So I'll probably put that aside for another peacock journal, which I want to do. Hopefully you can see okay with all this stuff. And this is just a big piece of it was a curtain because it's weighted. Here's like a weight, so it's just a kind of a peach color. And then, yes, there's more. There is another big bag of fabric. I really liked this. It's kind of almost a wool type stuff. I like that. But just lots and lots of fabrics. Nice bright flowered retro type. Maybe I can put that bag down here. But so much. This is a very silky. I'm going to see if it'll rip, because I think it would make really good like a sori silk type closure for a journal and stuff. And they're big long strips. There's about 4 big long strips and beautiful color. So quite a bit of that. Nice green, which was like a tablecloth or something. What else we got in here? Some more green. This is beautiful color. I love the colors of this. It's very thin, almost netting type. Not sure if you can see my fingers through there, but love the colors of that one. And just some other goodies. This is beautiful. It's quite bright, but it's got all these browns and stuff, so that would make a really good fall or a Halloween type journal just because of the colors. And then some other odds and ends. So tons of fabric, tons of lace. And the only thing I paid for was the Zutter machine and the Zutter rings. The Zutter rings, Kim Newberg said in one of her videos, I'll try and find the video and link it below. If not, I'll link her channel. But she said that you can buy books at the thrift store that have these rings, and you can repurpose them. You can use them to make other books. So I wanted to try it, so I bought a package just so that I would have some, but I'm going to keep an eye out in the thrift stores and stuff for books that have this type of binding and then repurpose them. As I say, I'll link her channel below, and I'll try and find the video that she was talking about that. And I thought that was a great idea, because you can find books with this type of binding all over the place. And these are 12 inches long. I doubt that I'll make a 12-inch long book, so I can probably cut these in half. So there's 6 wire racks in here, so I can probably do 12 books out of this. So we'll see what happens when I make one and see how it goes. But I hope you enjoyed this Thrifty Canucks Thrifty Thursday. Check out some links below, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.